the fuck is this?
They don't believe in due process. They find people guilty all the time. Look at what they're doing to Matt Gaetz now. I'm not saying Matt Gaetz is, not guilty. He may be guilty of everything that he's being accused of and more. But thus far, there's been no evidence presented of any kind, and they have him convicted and locked up.
Remember when this guy went so hard on Hunter Biden that he left The Intercept, which he helped found, because they were like, slow your roll, dude. This is unhinged. And Hunter Biden was never charged with anything. Also, by the way, I don't know. Okay, wait, hold on. Is Glenn Greenwald a pedophile? Because he's going so hard to defend Matt Gaetz here that it's unironically really, really concerning, okay? The evidence against Matt Gaetz is actually incredibly fucking strong. I remember I saw that Legal Eagle video. Apparently there are subpoenaed like text logs between Matt Gaetz and another person where the other person is like, Matt Gaetz, do not involve me in this shit, man. Do not involve me in this shit, man. I do not want to be anywhere fucking near you or anything related to this. And there are Venmo payments and like the evidence seems really strong. I mean, the fucking DOJ started working on this before Biden even came into office. You're going to be called homophobic for saying he's pedo. It's okay. Glenn Greenwald has called me a pedo on Twitter. He's gone all the way from world-respected journalist down to, like, skeptic YouTuber tier stuff. I was making fun of him on Twitter, and he responded by posting a video of calling me a pedophile from a Nazi channel with, like, 88 subscribers. That's not a joke, by the way. That's a real thing. Yeah, that's an actual thing that happened. And now here he is saying the Democratic Party is, like, an authoritarian party.
As a pedophile, the whole Me Too movement was about destroying people based on accusations that are unproven. They don't believe in free speech. They don't believe in due process. They don't believe in just the standard democratic processes, including the safeguards that our founders put in, including making sure that states that are small and rural have equal representation in the Senate,
a Glenn
but not
Beck
the
clip.
House, so that they don't get they want to change.
Oh my God. Dude, I love this. This is fantastic. At least with Tucker Carlson. So remember when Glenn Greenwald called Tucker Carlson a socialist? At least Glenn Greenwald, like Tucker Carlson does this populist thing. Glenn Beck doesn't do the populist thing. Glenn Beck is just an odious, disgusting piece of shit, far-right Republican, and has been for his entire life. At least Tucker Carlson does this fake, incredibly transparent, like, the elites, the people bad, or the elites are bad, the good people good. At least he pulls that off, but Glenn Beck doesn't. Glenn Beck is just far right. And Glenn Greenwald, as far as I'm concerned, is now far right. I wonder if, is this a money thing, or is he actually having a mental break? I really have to wonder. Because with Glenn Greenwald, you're talking about a person who was globally respected, Pulitzer Prize winning Glenn Greenwald. Back during 2010, 2011, I remember that he was one of those figures that was spoken of reverently by my leftist college professors because he put so much work, so much effort into his coverage of these issues when it came to surveillance or the whistleblowing and just the Iraq War and the entire climate. It felt like Glenn Greenwald was like hugely influential, yeah. And now he's insane. I actually do think that he's lost his mind a little bit here. Because in seemingly no time at all, I actually remember back in like late 2019, I tweeted something about how there are people who will try to convince you the only way to achieve class liberation is to give up on social rights. And Glenn Greenwald quote tweeted me saying, that doesn't happen. That's not true. And all of his followers were like, Glenn, you kind of do that a little bit. And that was about a year and a half ago, I think, like thereabouts. Yeah, the Nazbol Vortex, my sort of prototypical Nazbol Vortex coverage, And now we have this. If I had to guess, he's always been this way. His paranoia was just proved right one time, and it made him famous. I don't know if I agree with that. The Glenn Greenwald that I remember was not like this 5 or 6 years ago. He would not have gone on Glenn Beck to defend a to-be convicted child sex trafficker. Yeah, like this is so beyond. Yeah, no. This is some mental break, or somebody on the right offered him a lot of money. The problem is, he's not even doing this convincingly. That's the funny thing. If you actually take a look at how people are treating him on social media, he's less respected than ever. His little like WordPress blog shit after The Intercept like wouldn't have him after he left The Intercept because of his poor editorial standards. He's not liked really. He's doing this like right-wing circuit because he's like he's like an old rock star for the left. But he hasn't like, has he brought people over with him? I feel like if this was some sort of deliberate grift, he did a really bad job. He should have spent a lot more time laying the groundwork. And going from like 0 to I'm on Glenn Beck's show agreeing with him is not a great way to pull over his audience, which was predominantly left-leaning beforehand. So I just wonder if it's a mental break thing. I really do. Especially since like he cares. This isn't just him grifting. If you see him on Twitter, he gets angry and he argues with people who disagree with him on Twitter. He responded to me, for God's sake. Not that I think lowly of myself, but I'm a fucking YouTuber, you know? He's a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. He is exponentially higher up on the tier, but he actually randomly tweeted about me recently when Lula, that was about like Lula was freed from prison, or some news recently with Lula Silva, and Glenn Greenwald quote tweeted it, and Glenn was like, so glad all of our excellent leftists on the left helped bring this about. And then he added me and Emma Vigeland and a couple other people who don't like him. And the fact that a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist would see Lula being freed, and then his first thought was, there's a 300,000 sub YouTuber who I don't like, and I'm gonna tag him on this to make fun of him. And this guy's a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. He's actually mad. This isn't if it was a grift, then he wouldn't be giving me the time of day. Dave Rubin doesn't do this. Dave Rubin just blocks people he doesn't like. Okay, Dave Rubin just blocks people. Okay, and I respect that. Okay, blocking is self-care. Very nicely done, Dave Rubin. But Glenn Greenwald gets angry. I just think it's a mental thing. I don't know. Godspeed to Glenn, man. He's in the comments now. Yeah, it's never, ever, 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 ever good when you're in the comment section, okay? That's not good. You see a content creator down the comment section? Man. Dude, oh my God. This is from the 5th of March. Wait, hold on. Wait, oh my God. Glenn Greenwald. Glenn Greenwald, no. Look at this. So here's Glenn. As the insurrection narrative crumbles, Democrats cling to it more desperately than ever. Note how in this Glenn Beck clip, he's decrying the Democrats for not believing in due process and being authoritarian. But here, he's saying the insurrection narrative is fake. He's just a far-right guy anymore. There's nothing left here. Anyway, there are people arguing with him. And look, he argues in the comment sections, okay? And then somebody links my video. Glenn Greenwald just called Tucker Carlson a socialist. Excellent video, by the way. Phenomenal video. This is basically an academic citation. You post one of my videos in a Twitter thread, okay? You fucking et al. That shit, okay? Because you've just performed in academia. Nicely done. That blobby YouTuber is one of the most important and credible voices in America. The conscience of the American left. His bravery is inspiring. The one thing you don't want as a journalist to be criticized by him leaves your credibility in tatters. He's mad! He's fucking mad! He's so mad! Oh, by the way, the thing that he linked to down there was just that I Hypocrite clip of me that's clipped to make it sound like I hate trans people. Like, he's indistinguishable from a skeptic YouTuber now. He's mad, and he's VDS posting. And he is a fucking Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. God. By the way, I appreciate you guys bombarding him in quote tweets. I actually didn't know about this interaction until somebody just linked it. So I'm glad that so Glenn Greenwald hates me so much. There are times when I don't even notice he's raging over me, you know? Oh, fuck, now I have to make this a segment just because it'll make him mad. Oh, God. What should the title be? Like, is Glenn Greenwald suffering a mental breakdown? Is Glenn Greenwald okay? Like, it has to be something like that. Because he'll watch it. He will watch it. And apparently he watches, like, out of context clips of me. So there's no way he doesn't watch my content about him. That is really, really funny. I feel bad for him, I do, because it seems like he's going under a lot of distress, you know? He's hurting a little bit at the moment, but like, here, let's finish this damn Glenn Beck clip, okay?
All of that. They want to change all of the rules to ensure that they remain in power forever. It is a genuinely repressive and tyrannical party and a movement that supports it, and it's the reason I've become so violently alienated from it. They don't believe in due process.
Nice. All right. Nice meme, Glenn.